Brace yourself. You've been getting robbed your whole life. And the worst part? You never even noticed. No, not by banks, not by the government. You've been paying a wisdom tax, a hidden silent penalty for not knowing what you should have known sooner. Every dumb mistake, every wasted year, every bad decision. You paid for it in lost time, lost money, and lost potential. And here's the real kick in the teeth. It was all avoidable. Life isn't random. There's a playbook, a set of patterns that separate those who struggle from those who dominate. But most people, they're too busy fumbling through life like a blindfolded clown on roller skates, making the same predictable, preventable mistakes. You just got lucky. Because in the next few minutes, I'm about to hand you the cheat codes, the ones I had to pay for with decades of trial and error. So stay, listen, or go ahead. Keep playing life on hard mode and paying the tax. Your choice. Ever feel like life is rigged against you? Like you're pushing with everything you've got, but somehow some idiot who works half as hard is sprinting past you? Here's why. You're playing with the wrong rulebook. Your mental model is your operating system, and most people are running on ancient, buggy software. Outdated beliefs, broken logic, trash assumptions. It's like trying to win a Formula One race on a rusted-out tricycle. Spoiler, you're gonna lose. Most of you are stuck in scarcity mode. There's never enough money, time, success, whatever. But here's the truth. The game isn't about doing more. It's about thinking differently. Wealthy, successful people, they don't work harder. They see a different game. Let's get brutally real. You don't lack time. You lack priorities. You're not too busy. You're just bad at choosing. You're not unlucky. You just keep making the same dumb mistakes. Break the model. Inversion thinking. Stop thinking, what should I do? And ask, what should I not do? Cut the crap first. Contrarian proof. If everyone thinks something is true, assume it's false until proven otherwise. Radical perspective shift. What if everything you believe about success is completely backwards? Hint, it probably is. You've been playing by hand-me-down rules from people who never won the game. Time to delete that mental malware and start fresh. They told you time management is the key to success. They lied. The real game? Attention management. And right now, you're losing. Your focus is the most valuable asset you own, and you're tossing it away like it's candy. You wake up, scroll mindlessly for an hour, check 17 notifications before even getting out of bed, and by noon, you've already handed over your day on a silver platter. And then you sit there wondering why you're still stuck in the same place. Here's the hard truth you refuse to face. You don't have a time problem. You have an attention problem. Your brain is running 50 tabs, none of them useful, and you're too lazy to close them. You think you're busy, but all you're really doing is distracting yourself from real progress. People who actually make things happen, they protect their focus like their life depends on it, because it does. Let's stop pretending this doesn't matter. Take back control. Selective ignorance. You don't need more information. You need to kill 99% of the distractions. Every minute you spend consuming nonsense is a minute you'll never get back. Single tasking. Multitasking? It's a lie. You're just failing at multiple things at once. Stop pretending you're efficient. You're just spreading yourself thin. Deep work blocks. Schedule non-negotiable time for real thinking. No meetings, no emails, no random crap. Just uninterrupted focus. And if you don't think that's important, look at the people who actually succeed. They're not busy. They're working on the right things. You're just reacting like a robot. Here's the kicker. The most successful people aren't working more. They're just better at protecting their attention, and right now, you're giving it away, like it's free. So, stop being a sucker, and start treating your focus like it's gold, because it is. Your life? It's just a series of decisions, one after the other, and the problem? Most of you are terrible at making them. You can solve an algebra equation, but never learned how to make choices that won't ruin your entire life. Genius, right? Let's fix that right now. You need these upgrades yesterday. The 72-hour rule. If a decision feels urgent, take a breath and wait 3 days. If, after 3 days, you're still itching to make it, go ahead. If not, congrats, you just dodged a bullet that would have wrecked your life. Most urgent decisions aren't urgent at all. They're just impulsive reactions. Second order thinking. Stop thinking like a child. Focused only on what's right in front of you. Ask yourself, and then what? Keep asking until you've traced the entire chain of consequences. What's the fallout of your actions? 3, 5, 10 years down the line. If you can't see the bigger picture, you're setting yourself up for failure. Inversion, forget the typical, how do I succeed? Question. Start asking, what's causing me to fail? Figure out what's pulling you down and fix that first. Success is the byproduct of removing your failures, not chasing after some perfect blueprint. Here's where it gets hilarious. People will argue for hours over a $20 purchase, but won't think twice about beliefs they've held for decades. Makes sense, right? Want to get better at making decisions? Start here. Cut out the noise. Every dumb decision starts with a dumb input. Stop taking advice from losers who have nothing to show for themselves. Filter who you listen to, because most people are full of crap. And for the love of all things good, stop overthinking every little choice like your brain is a malfunctioning robot. Not every decision needs a spreadsheet. Flip a coin if it's not life-changing. Pick a direction and move on. Indecision is what's really killing you. You don't need more information. Stop collecting pointless data like it's some kind of treasure. You're just hoarding ingredients without ever cooking the damn meal. Knowledge is worthless if you never use it. What separates the winners from the losers? Action. You binge on self-help content like it's candy, but you never actually do anything with it. You read 100 books a year, but not a single one gets implemented. Stop lying to yourself. You're just playing at success. Fix your execution. Micro wins. Tiny actions done consistently are far more powerful than occasional bursts of effort. You don't need one big breakthrough. You need a series of small wins that build momentum. Stop using willpower. Willpower is like Wi-Fi at a coffee shop, totally unreliable. You can't rely on some fleeting burst of energy to get things done. Build systems that work for you, so you don't have to force yourself to do the work. Willpower is a crutch. Ditch it. Public accountability. Here's a secret. Tell someone your goal. It's a simple trick, but it forces you to follow through. No one wants to look like a fool. Once you put it out there, you've got no choice but to take action. If you're still waiting for the right time to get started, congrats, you've already lost. The right time was yesterday. The second best time? Right now. Stop stalling, stop overthinking, and start executing. Your success won't come from a new piece of knowledge. It will come from the actions you take today. Willpower is a joke. You know it, I know it. Systems win the game. The rich don't have some magical level of discipline. They engineered their lives so they don't need it. They make success the default setting. You're out here brute forcing your way through life, hoping that motivation will pull through like some rare Pokemon. Guess what? Motivation is a one-hit wonder. Systems, however, they don't quit. Engineer success, remove friction. Make the right choice so easy it's almost effortless. The wrong choice should be a pain in the ass. If you have to think twice, you're already setting yourself up for failure. Eliminate friction. Make success the path of least resistance. Automate good habits. Set up triggers that force you into action. Don't leave things to chance. Make success automatic. Your environment should be rigged in your favor. No more relying on willpower to get things done. It should be built into your daily routine. Burn the boats. You've heard it before, but here's the truth. Make failure harder than success. No backup plan means no excuses. When there's nowhere to hide, you'll find a way to win. Your back needs to be against the wall. Commit, go all in, and make failure impossible. You think successful people have superpowers? They just set up the game so they can't lose. They don't leave anything to chance, and neither should you. Get serious about designing your life to win. Stop hoping for motivation. Create the system that forces you to succeed. Goals are trash. You can write them down all day, but they mean nothing. Identity is everything. Want to be fit? Stop trying to work out like it's some temporary challenge and start being a person who never misses a workout. Your identity is your foundation. Winners don't try. They don't need a pep talk or a motivational speech to get going. They just are. Do you think Michael Jordan had to remind himself to practice? He didn't need motivation because he wasn't trying to be a basketball player. He just was one. How to reinvent yourself. Change your story. First, then your habits. Start with your identity, not your actions. The behaviors you want will never stick until you change the core of who you are. You don't need a workout plan. You need an identity shift. Make identity shifts non-negotiable. This isn't a maybe one day thing. This is who you are now. You don't get to go back. You're not trying to be better. You're rewriting who you are. Attach new behaviors to who you are, not what you do. Forget about motivating yourself to go to the gym. You're the kind of person who works out because that's who you are. That's how your identity drives action, not the other way around. Get this straight. You don't want to change. You are changing. Once you make that switch in your mind, the actions follow naturally. Start being the person who's already achieved what you want. Stop waiting. You are your identity. Listen up. I just shoved decades of wisdom into your brain in a matter of minutes. Now, what you do next, that's on you. Here's the challenge. Pick one thing from this video and apply it today. No excuses. If you don't, this was just some mindless entertainment that you'll forget in 10 minutes. If you actually want to change your life, start now. And hey, if you actually learned something, subscribe. If not, keep paying that wisdom tax and keep pretending things will change on their own. Your call.